Hello, my good people. How's everyone doing today? It's a beautiful day. Awesome, awesome. All right. Today we're going to talk about why some people prefer influence over affluence. Influence over affluence is two different things. To simplify it, influence is the impact you make on people. Either are you making it um based on a sincere motive or the other way around. And then affluence is the impact you make on yourself as a person. Affluence is impact you make on yourself as a human being. And influence is the impact you make on people. Your action or your behavior influences people to do. All right. You know, people mostly prefer to live a life of influence for the wrong reasons. Adam Quincy, the 16th American president, John Adam Quincy, says, if your action can make others to think more, do more, you're a leader. So that is influence, your action. So why do people like to live a life of influence, especially if it is if it is not genuine? Now I want to look at the reasons why people live a life of prefer life of influence over the life of affluence. They rather want to give a false appearance of themselves rather than building themselves genuinely. All right. Now you have when you ask some people, "What's your name?" It's a simple question. What's your name? They wouldn't go straight to tell you what their name is. My name is John. My name is Peter. My name is Andrew, or whatever. They would start telling you what they do. That is, they try to create an influence for you to perceive them that they are somebody. They wouldn't start telling you, my name is this, my name is this, period. They'll start telling you what they do. Oh, I've been to several countries, I've traveled around the world, I did this, I did that. That's not what you were asked. You were asked, who are you? All right. Now, let's look at it. Influence. A lot of people live a fake life, social media life, fake life. You know, I don't know if people still do that now. You know, people still do it. They go on social media. That's why you don't believe most things you see on social media. People live fake lives. You know, they try to give you the impression that they are this, they are that. You know, why they're nothing in the real life. So they, if you're not careful, you'll be under pressure because you've seen a lot on social media and you think people are living that life is a real lifestyle they're living, but in of truth they're just living a fake life. And I remember people used to, especially those who went abroad, you know, they'll just go to a nice place, stand by someone's car, you know, pose and tell somebody, take me a picture, and they'll take them a picture. They would like to sit in a nice environment and take picture, and they post it on social media. And somebody who is far away from somewhere, far away, seen them, maybe somebody who have known them for some time. I know this folk traveled, and they can look at his life. He's doing good. He's doing better, and you're creating unnecessary tension to that person who thought you are really big when you're not. You know, some people go as far as buying luxury items, watches, gold, even stuff like, you know, they buy to impress others. You buy stuff you don't really like or you cannot even afford to impress somebody who don't even like you. You buy things you don't like, things you can barely afford to impress somebody who don't like you. Even some people who like to look rich, they they even go as far as renting these items. They rent expensive wristwatches, expensive cars, and name it. They rent a lot of things, just to put up. And if you're not careful, they put you under pressure. You think you're left behind. You think you're left behind. So you must always understand that you have to travel at your pace. Never mind people who live fake lives, parading themselves like they've arrived. But of the truth, they've not. So it's dangerous when your title is bigger than you. I say it again. It's a dangerous thing when your title is bigger than you. People like prestigious titles. Title is a good thing if you merit it. It's a very good thing if you merit it. You know, but some people, they're so hungry for it. They want to be called by big titles and big names, and those titles are bogus titles. They are oversized titles. Yeah, they're oversized titles. And some of these folks, they, if you look at them inwardly, within themselves, they feel that they're they're wearing someone else's shoe. You know, because you ask to be given something that's bigger than you, and that's why some of these folks who seek these bogus titles, when they're broke, people hardly believe that they're broke. They can hardly get from anybody. They can hardly get assistance from somebody, for anybody, because they've created the impression that they are okay. They've created the impression that they are on top of wealth, on top of money. Wrong impression. You try to create a wrong influence. That's what I say, influence. But in real sense, your affluence is depleted. Your affluence is depleted, but you're creating a wrong influence to the public to believe you're doing good. Why you are not doing good? And next, you must also stop buying items you can afford just because you want to please somebody. The person you want to please don't care about you. They don't give a damn about you. You want to some of us that have been abroad or stays abroad, you see people don't give a shit about what you drive. They don't give a shit about what you wear, where you live. People just do their things. But um, in some of these places where people like to show off, life of influence, they're not influencing people for good. You you're not this, but you're trying to tell people you're this. Creating a wrong a wrong aspect of the influence. Although don't quote me wrong, influence is good if it's on a right motive. You know, if you've achieved something in life, people look at you, they say, "Oh, I'm influenced by this person's achievement. I'm encouraged by this person's achievement." That's a good influence. But if you're nothing and you're parading yourself and you're living a bogus life, you know, that's wrong. So we must grow, again, grow to have an impact, grow and impact others in humility, grow to impact others in humility, not by intimidating people. A lot of people have really um, skewed and gone the wrong way, or they've actually crashed their life because they're looking at someone else's uh, uh, presumed achievement, and that person hasn't achieved anything, but they're just putting up a facade. So, my good people, thank you for listening to all of you. True Talk. If you're inspired, if you've learned something, don't keep it to yourself. Just be generous enough to share it to your friends, loved ones. Share my post. like my post, comment, and importantly, subscribe to it. I'll be on your part again. But before then, remain blessed and stay cool. Awesome. One love. Cheers.